this is apparently a common problem with the Audi A6 MMI. There's something behind this display here where the wire kind of rubs against the mechanism and it shuts off. As you can see, nothing is on when I close it, and if I were to open this, you can see how there is display and it goes off. So I got to open up this whole piece here, this trim, and kind of get to the problem of what's happening back there. The next step in this process is to remove the whole MMI. Step 1 is to remove the climate control unit, and there are two connectors in the back. If you just yank out the left and right, it should come out quite easily. Do not do what Navitech US is doing in this video. Now, I didn't want to record myself doing this. They're using a screwdriver. Do not do that. Use your fingernail, because I did use a screwdriver and I kind of nipped one of the connectors. It should come out quite easily. Next step, once you remove that layer, the next layer is held back with a bolt. Remove that one bolt and be careful, hold it in place. Yep, and they should come out quite easily. Now there's some wires in the back here, so do you want to remove the whole thing? Just remove halfway and stop there. You want to get to the trim now. The trim has got the upper and lower. The lower trim I don't think is required because I managed to do without opening the bottom piece here. Next, you open the upper piece, the upper trim. As usual, use a trim removal tool, plastic, wood, whatever you have that won't nip the trim. There are two bolts holding this back, one on the left and one on the right. Again, thanks to Navitech US for doing a pretty good job making this video. And there's a small tab which holds this trim. Be very careful with this one. Take your time, because I didn't, and I actually cracked this piece here. Yep, Jet does it. And there are connectors behind this also to hold the switches in place. Now I actually removed this switch and put it back in because that's what I used to open and close the display. So yeah, you won't want to remove this, but kind of reconnect it above the dashboard so you can actually open and close the MMI display unit. And again, the last two bolts, one on the right, one on the left, and you're done. This, you should be able to see the inner guts of the display and find out what is the culprit behind your faulty signal. Now, my case was that when you open up the display, it goes blank, but there are issues whereby some guys say that it goes blank when you go over a bump. Some of them say that's intermittent. Whatever the case, if it's an issue with the power, this should solve your issue.
Well, good news, bad news. See that? That's the cause. And a fault that happens in these cars. This is the display unit, and this is where the fault lies. This is where the brake is. These two wires are gone. These are the power connections, and I gotta find a way to basically reattach them. Bloody Audi, such a silly mistake. There you go.